This is 80 Fitz, for those that don't know we're talking to here on the podcast. And you can find him on YouTube. It's just 80 Fitz, right?
Yeah, that's on everything. That's fine. Instagram, YouTube, that's all. Yeah, all the platforms. 80 Fitz, all one thing.
Do you go by Fitz or do you go by Fitzy or what do you go by?
I go by Fitz. Most of the time, like all my friends call me Fitz, and like it's kind of trippy because when I'm doing when I do brand activations or brand things, usually they don't know that, so it's like they'll call me 80, and that trips me out, like 50 Cent or something, like hey 50 Cent, it's like I think they treat me like I'm 80 Fitz in that way, so they just call me 80. But 80 trips me out. 80 trips me out so hard.
Yeah, it's weird being called by a number. This isn't 1984 George Orwell stuff, It's
the weird thing about it is the 80. The 80 is not arbitrary. Like the 80, like a lot of people think that 80 is arbitrary, but it's like the 80 is actually a play on my initials because my initials are ADF, AD Fitz. So the AD is 80. Yeah. So it's kind of one of those weird things.
Well, for those that don't know, what like your claim to fame is you're a super duper beatboxer, right? That's the thing.
I dabble in the art.
Did that get started of course, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm 32. I tell everybody this like it's a huge thing, but I'm 32 years old and I'm doing the internet thing, the radio thing. I've done broadcasting for like 12 years. But I find in the internet world that 32 might as well be 95, which means you're probably 22. What are you?
I'm 27, but yes, I feel ancient. I've been in the game for, 3 or 4 years, and when I started, I felt ancient, and now I feel like I feel like a grandpa.
Yeah, and you haven't crossed over. You wait till you cross over 30, which I'm sure somebody that's listening 40 or 50 might go wait till then. But your body starts, it's just different, man. Last night, swear to God, I laid up with indigestion for 2 hours last night because I ate dinner after 10 o'clock, like a gremlin. It was a crazy situation, man.
I'm already feeling that. I take acid reflux medication, and I'm 27.
Oh, you do Prilosec? What works for you? I'm sorry. Let's sidetrack this real quick. Is it Prilosec?
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, as a beatboxer, acid reflux is the ultimate enemy, and I've been trying. I try to keep it under control, but I eat whatever I want, which is probably the culprit. But,
yeah.
I was on Prilosec for a long time, and then that wasn't. I think my body started to get used to it, so I got on this stuff called lansoprazole or lansoprazole or something like that, and it's kind of like the generic alternative, I think, and that seems to be doing the trick. Just switching it up so my body is keeping my body on its toes.
I'm gonna make sure I diagnose myself correctly too, because it's only happened twice. First time it happened, I woke up at 2 a.m. and I was pretty sure I was having a heart attack, and I didn't want to but here's my reaction. I was I didn't want to wake my wife up or disturb her, or I have a kid. I didn't want to bother anybody. So I just went and sat in a chair in the living room watching CNN and thought this could be a heart attack, but it's probably not. I chugged some Pepto and just went back to sleep and hoped I didn't die in my chair that night because I didn't want to disturb anyone. But is that
if
you feel it, is that part of acid reflux?
There have been nights when I'll eat some pizza and then I'll have some beer and maybe a lot of beer, and it feels like my chest is on fire, and it's just literally acid reflux. And the only thing that works is drinking baking soda water. That sounds insane, but yeah,
baking soda.
Works.
I love baking soda.
Yeah, it's a base, so it cancels out the acid, and it gives you these crazy acidic burps. And oh my God, you're probably this podcast is going to be the craziest podcast.
No, it's just to be honest, dude. This is helping me. Like you said, you're a DIY guy. I don't go to the doctor often, so I really was that night. I was just well, I'm not going to disturb anybody. If I have a heart attack, at least I'll go in my chair. But now I'm thinking next time I have this, I will drink some baking soda water and see what happens, and we'll go from there. Dude, now that reminded me of a song. I'm assuming if you're a beatboxing guy, you like hip hop, rap music. Is that right?
Say that again.
You like rap music, hip hop?
Yeah, I mean, rap and hip hop were like they were that's the foundation for beatboxing. So like you got to have an appreciation for it if you're in the art, and a lot of the guys that I looked up to who were huge in the beatbox game, like Dougie Fresh and Roswell, were huge hip hop guys. That's what initially got me into it.
Have you ever heard of the rapper O.T. Genesis, who does a song called "I Love the Cocoa"?
I don't know.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you right now, I don't know your email. I'm going to have Ralph send you a YouTube link to this damn video. It is a song about a guy. It's the craziest rap song ever. And he's talking about how he loves cocaine. And he's like, I'm in love with the cocoa. But
yes. Oh, that song's been huge on Vine. That was like a massive. It's crazy because I know the song. I just had no idea what that song was. But I've heard it like.
Okay, it's insane because what reminded me is there's a part in the song literally because he gets ripped off on a drug deal and he goes, baking soda. I got baking soda. Baking soda.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's crazy because you are literally putting the pieces together. I had no idea what that part meant, and now I get it.
Yeah.
And I had heard that song and that specific line for like 6 months straight.
Yeah, they cut the cocaine up, so they got a better deal. They turned a 10 sack into a 20 sack with a little baking soda.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, you were in going through some of your biography here. You were in a couple big things lately, but you were in Pitch Perfect 2, beatbox battling the one and only Reggie Watts. That dude seems like he's cool as shit. What do you think?
He is probably the best. He's like the ultimate best. And it was that whole experience was just insane. I was in Baton Rouge for 5 weeks, I think. And we had
you were down there that long. Wow.
5 weeks, yeah, because we had 2 weeks of intensive dance rehearsals, and I'm a terrible dancer, but they made me look like I could dance, and it was so much fun. But we had 2 weeks of dancing, and then we shot for 3 consecutive weeks, and the scene with Reggie was phenomenal. That was the riff-off scene, and that was a week in this weird warehouse with like everybody, Elizabeth Banks, all the Bellas, Anna Kendrick, and Reggie, and it was absolutely like the best time of my life. It was so much fun.
I'm pretty sure
Reggie's amazing.
I'm a married guy, so I can't I got to be careful how what is it called? You can look, but you can't touch, right? But I'm pretty sure I'm secretly in love with Anna Kendrick.
I mean, she's beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful, and she's super talented and really, really nice. Like the whole experience was awesome, and I really can't speak highly enough of the cast. They were so accommodating, so dope.
Are you a single guy?
I am. I am.
Did you try to make a move on any of the Bellas or anything?
Anna, and I don't know if I don't know if I'm at liberty to say, but we'll keep it. Oh, really? Hush, but she. I don't know what. I think she's still dating. I think she's still dating somebody. But yeah, she brought her boyfriend out. I don't know if that's common, but like she had her boyfriend on set, and like she was with him the entire time, and like they had a separate trailer and everything. So
that's rough.
She was she's a taken woman, or at least she was when we were shooting.
Well, you got to make a move on somebody. At least go for a Haley Steinfeld with the eyebrows. You go for something, man.
She's cute. I think she was like 17 though at the time.
Oh, don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do.
Oh, shit! That could have gotten me in some hot water.
All right. Well, you have better judgment than I do. So I'm going to ask you one other question real quick because I saw it too. You did one of these videos at the Country Music Awards where you were lined up with all the famous country people. And I was going to know, somebody that meets a lot of famous people, no one ever answers this question. I assume you won't, but you meet a lot of cool people. Occasionally you meet an asshole. Any assholes you want to tell me about?
Oh, yeah, okay. I will say this. Yes, I have met many assholes.
Give me one, bro. Let's burn a bridge tonight. Let's.
That's no, I can't burn a bridge, but I will say this: there are many assholes out there, and yes, they exist. And I will say that generally, when you hear a rumor about somebody, and in Hollywood, when you hear a rumor and it's like, you know, I've heard that person's a huge asshole. Usually, I have found that is true. Usually, the rumors and the myths are founded in some sort of reality, and it has been confirmed. I have noticed that is a common trend in Hollywood.
One day, I'm going to meet someone crazy enough to answer that question. You know,
the people's reputations always precede them, and I think oftentimes it is founded in reality. So you will meet somebody like, oh man, I heard they're a huge asshole, and then you meet them, and it's like, yep, huge asshole.
There you go. So where can people find out more of your stuff, listen to your music, all that good stuff, man?
Right now, Instagram, Vine, and YouTube are the best places to find my stuff. I'm always posting new content, and usually new beatbox videos at least once or twice a week. And so, yeah, those three platforms are my main ones at the moment. And
Snapchat? Snapchat?
I love Snapchat. I just don't use it that much. It feels like I'm always in my phone, and it feels like I don't want to be pulling my phone out when I'm like in the middle of a conversation or just doing something fun. I like to try to be like in the moment.
There you go.
I feel like Snapchat sometimes takes me out of the moment.
Tinder?
I have been on it. I'm not on it anymore. I will say the ladies in LA probably have seen me on Tinder.
There you go. Point. Swipe right. Okay. Swipe right, people.
Well, I hope they did, but I feel like the Tinder game in LA is like it's the worst thing in the world. It sucks.
So it's 80 Fitz on everything. 80
Fitz
FITZ.
on everything.
All right.
80 Fitz. Very easy.